Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender-norm sisters. It's time for some more Mass Effect Andromeda with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. So, yeah, we got into it last night. Started off the game with going to the core world, or the golden world, Habitat 7, and that didn't turn out so well. The air is unbreathable. There are alien structures that were not there when we left. They popped up sometime in the past 300 to 400 years. We left over 600 years ago, so yeah, it's like there's just nothing. It's not good. When we did finally get to the Nexus, we were put in charge by dear old Dad. As he saved our life, he transferred the duty of being Pathfinder to us, and nothing's good, because the Nexus is like, hey, you guys are the first ones to show up. We got here like 15 months ago. You're the first Ark to show up. So the other 3 Arks that we know of just aren't there. Now, I do believe there are actually 5 Arks, because I think the Quarians made one of their own. And in the promo video that they showed us at the very beginning, they said there were 100,000. There's 20,000 on each Ark, so there would have to be 5 Arks in order to reach that number. So now our task is to A, find out what happened to the other Arks, and B, actually try and find a world where we can where we can survive, where we can actually like grow food and stuff like that. Now, whatever these aliens are that are not very friendly, are, there's some kind of ancient technology that's using dark energy and pumping it out and basically kind of killing planets, but also like putting out these like webs of dark energy that mess with our ships and sensors, our computers, our everything. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? All right, so we actually have a couple of things to do here. So we have the priority one is the Nexus reunion, where we talk to Dr. Tan in the Pathfinder's headquarters. We don't have any loyalty missions. We don't have anything for the Helios assignments. We have additional tasks of getting to know the Nexus, speaking with Tan, Kesh, Kandros, and Addison. And then, of course, we have completed missions of the Prologue and Planet Side, where we did everything. So, yeah, we're going to start off with the additional task of getting to know the Nexus. So we'll might as well start off with Addison.
All right, what happened?
Addison.
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking.
Would
Or
no,
his
no.
friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative
we can do
promised a
that.
goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Right.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
All right, I will.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling.
Yeah, we've got Tan's office is through there.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Yeah, Kesh.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why number 8?
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame
Yeah,
my people
sounds
for
like
walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's Arks missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to
killed.
Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
So,
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the
okay.
trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists
that's
say
good.
we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Okay, I was kind of wondering about the state of the genophage and the Krogans coming along. So yeah, I mean, granted, back in the Milky Way, it's been cured for, 600 years.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
No. Oh, we can't scan her? Really?
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care.
All right, so let's go talk to the Turian.
Just wrong.
Hey, buddy.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
So you're Nyrene's cousin. Interesting.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our Ark missing.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
What am I going to do? It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
What?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last.
Yeah?
Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Exile, huh? Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
I can do that, yeah.
Thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion Coupling Annex.
Alright, so... Yeah, we need to go
But the
over
planet
and...
was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful.
Yes.
You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr...
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okay.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion Coupling Annex.
Let's see here. So... Kandros from Durontangan. Okay, damage control? Good grief. That's just a lot of
Please
stuff.
report to the Hyperion Coupling Annex.
Arms merchant?
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told
Alleged
you her sob
murderer.
story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
I'm so sorry, that's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion.
All right, so now back over to Kandros.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Well,
Kandros.
I'm going to reopen
Duty
it
calls.
just to make sure.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on
All right,
hold.
so listen to the recording.
Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back. No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Okay, so that does sound pretty bad.
Coupling annex.
All right, now Shaw. Yeah, there you go.
All right, moving on. Docking clamps? Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure
Wait,
shock.
if his chest burst open while he was looking at, that doesn't make any sense.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Well, now we've got nothing to do but talk to Tan.
Report to the docking area at once.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to
Did you
settle a
think it
world
would
in
be?
spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my
That's
ship?
fair.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing Arks.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several Arks missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human Ark. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints
Tens of
the
thousands?
initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Gian Garson die?
Death.
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Yeah, speaking of the Krogans...
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Yeah, you uplifted them, yes, but it was for your own personal reasons. And then when they're like, hey, we saved the galaxy, you're like, yeah, but you're getting too big.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
All right, tell me about the missing Arks.
Any more information you can give me on the missing Arks?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian Arks are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other Arks, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other Arks we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Okay,
what do I need
so there
to
is a
consider
fifth
in making
Ark.
a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads. And you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Thanks.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me. They don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory,
good question.
Chet handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Hello there. Welcome.
So...
Wait, you are revenue...
You're an accountant?
management?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right.
Right.
Sorry.
But you're still an accountant.
That's all.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
All right, so...
Report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Looks fine so far.
Whoa,
hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. 3rd time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI.
Well, I'm not exactly
all
a
the potential
PI
sabotage
either.
areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
That's what I said.
You, if you have time, maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
Calm down.
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't know.
All right.
It just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Okay, so it's downstairs.
Leah, remember when I said I was going to take a look?
Oh, wait, no. We need to... All right, missing Arks. Station sabotage. Yeah, that's the one we want to track.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
All right.
All personnel be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
All right, looks like it's up there.
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Okay, so yeah, they're
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
okay. So yeah, we need to go talk to Sam. Go back to the to Hyperion and. Ooh, hey, Cora, how's it going?
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And
Eh.
Madison, first Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Which one was Addison?
Which one was Addison again? All politicians look the same to me.
Same here. Next time we'll ask for a seating chart. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Sure, of course. Oh, right, we did level up, so we can say... Nope. Combat fitness. And we can increase our... Well, what are the combat tools? So power damage, detonators, evasion, hover, okay. Oh wait, no, shit. I just realized that it was like asking me where I wanted to go. Not just telling me, hey, here. Or maybe I did need to go here?
What's the latest about waiting?
Zara
Hi.
Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
All right.
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
All right, so we need to investigate that. The first murder is... All right. Right, so we need to speak to Sam. So where is that? Oh, right down this way. Okay, cool.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Good.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
Oh!
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow.
Right.
You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Okay. Well, just so long as it doesn't hurt.
The only pain is that which life provides. As I've discovered, this can be a lesson in itself.
It's one I'd rather avoid. So, where do we go from here?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without
Not liking
cause.
that.
The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
All right, so yeah, we've got Soldier and Infiltrator. So the Infiltrator gives us 12 points each invested in combat and tech. Gives us better weapons accuracy, stability, tech recharge, 10% headshot, weak spot. Observe enemies through walls using a scope, and cloak evades. While evading, a brief cloaking device is activated. Whereas the Soldier gives us less in damage, but gives us marksmanship focus. Grants an escalating damage bonus for every target killed in a short time. I will take the Infiltrator, thank you. All right, so we can go to Dad's quarters and try and remove part of the block on memory trigger. Okay.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like. What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Uh-huh.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
All right, fine. Right, so we now have the Normandy SR2, which at this point was taken back over by
your father's first sidearm, a
Alliance.
memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
All right, so we have a new memory available.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay.
Okay.
Something new every day. Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Right.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work. But
Right.
your request will be denied.
Okay. So they denied his request, but he did it anyway.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
So he was also trying to find a way to save his wife.
Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private
Of
audio
Sam.
logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
All right. So we need to go back to the Nexus and find out. All right. So station sabotage. Yes. All right, what do you want? What do you need?
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
It'll get better.
We're here now. It'll get better.
That's what I've been telling people. You're here now. As soon as we establish outposts, everything will leave
No,
out. I'm
we.
sure of it.
Right, I'm not going to ask everybody their entire life fucking story.
Have to go now. See you later.
You be careful out there.
So this is kind of like being on the Citadel in the first game, where it's just kind of like, yeah, you're kind of running around doing a lot of random stuff. So, all right, go to operations. Let's see if we can't find anything on the security terminal, on the security recordings. All right, let's see here. Security footage.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Yeah.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Inaccurate match.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
It wouldn't be somebody from the Hyperion, though.
Negative match.
Now, they might be on the Excuse me. They might be on the Hyperion now, but they weren't. They wouldn't be somebody from the Hyperion. Because in order to be, you know, the Hyperion wasn't here when it started.
Biometrics do not match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
All right, so where is the medical bay? Here's the atrium. All right, so maybe down to the cryo bay. That I think is where she was. So let's check on Sis.
I'll make it. Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Sure.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yeah, but still, we lost a Pathfinder on my watch. Doesn't sit right.
My dad knew the danger. Part of the job.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
Yeah, how's she doing?
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! Circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another Rider.
Okay.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Sarah, I'll let you know.
Ryder.
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Just glad to be on the other side of it.
Greer?
Greer, how you feeling?
Grateful. If you and Liam hadn't found me in that cave, God knows what those aliens would have done.
We couldn't leave him behind.
Yeah, your father, and Kirkland.
We'll never forget their sacrifice. It's a brave thing, risking your life for the greater good.
Yeah. Just seems unfair. We barely got here. I'm sorry I'm not out there with you, but Kirkland was a friend, and I'm not cut out for this anymore.
It's
Understood.
okay.
Habitat 7 was a nasty wake-up call. You take care, Greer.
You too. And thanks again.
Fisher,
Right,
glad to
this
see you're
is
doing
when the
better.
That was
broken
some
leg.
expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the Kett. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Look, things will get better. They
I'm sure
have
there are
to,
decent
right?
aliens here in Andromeda too. We just have to find them.
Well, I heard you're Pathfinder now. Sooner you figure out where they're hiding, the better.
Will do.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Chin up.
Oh, there we go. All right. So I think we're ready to head to our ship. Because everything else now, I think, is just like go down to Eos.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
Well, I hope so.
They call her the Tempest.
Yeah, it looks like they took inspiration from the Normandy.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen.
Hi.
Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
Yeah. Let's go see the rest of Helios.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Whatever happened, it wasn't me. I just got here.
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right?
Come here, let me
Came
tell you
here
something.
with the family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Thank goodness. For a sec, I thought I was gonna have to deal with Addison again.
And no one wants that. All
That's
things
true.
considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Why did it sound like somebody was running along with us? All right, now we've got our ship. Hallelujah.
Everything's state-of-the-art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
The engine core is based on the Arks Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Okay.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
Well, I think we're ready to go.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Some serious kit over here.
Hey, Liam.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones. Like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down and give you options.
I'll take any advantage I can get, even if it's exploring junk.
Hey, with tech like this, it won't be junk for long. Not after we're through. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
All right, so we can do research. We can say, hey, research weapons. Oops. All right, right. Research category. All right, so yeah, see, we can do like Vanquisher sniper rifle, or we can do updated N7 an updated version of the M5 Phalanx. The compact eagle was named after the Desert Eagle pistol that gained a romantic reputation among collectors due to its popularity in classic Earth action movies. A sympathetic agent inside the system's alliance provided the initiative with the N7 military variant. So once we have 150 research points, we can actually put it into that. And we can do armor. We can actually do some N7 armor. All right. Then we have development, which is where we can actually like upgrade what we have, upgrade the stuff that we have, it looks like. Oh, see, yeah, we can actually manufacture stuff. Okay, cool. We also have strike missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
I thought we already had. Yeah, I figured the N7 armor should be, like, really nice quality.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must
Hi.
be Ryder, Callow Jath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Good grief, that is some very bright, bright light. I'll keep us out of trouble as best
Plenty
I
of dangers
can.
out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do
All
I...
right.
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
We'll keep it casual.
Things seem bad, but we've already beaten the odds, and we'll beat them again. You know it, I know it. So let's show them what we got.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Thanks.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Okay, this is a fun view.
System, Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated Eos.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of like, you know, zoom in on stuff first. Like, are we able to scan these things?
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay, so we are kind of like...
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, that exits out of all of that. Okay. Oh, space for system view. Okay. Oh, okay. So we actually could say, is there anything else? No, there is not. Okay. Cool. So we are still kind of like scanning and finding new stuff. Nothing to be found here. Might as well check out all the planets first. Wait, what? All right, doesn't look like there's anything there.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Cool. So let's go snag some goodies, and then we'll check out EOS. All right, so we've got H060 and H276. Let's check these out. We'll go to EOS, and we'll try and figure out what the hell happened to everything.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
All right, so we got some, let's see here. So yeah, 84% databanks prepped for download, status operational, scientific monitoring station launched by early explorers into EOS. Its mission was abandoned when the original settlement of EOS failed, but it has been gathering valuable data from H276. Oh wait, no. All right, no more anomalies. We just have one more planet before we get to EOS. And if there's one thing that Mass Effect 3 has taught us is gathering up information and data and stuff like that is very valuable. All right, nothing there. Cool. So now we can just head on out to EOS. We might actually get to see some combat or something today. I mean, we saw enough last yesterday.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go down and see what's what here. All right. Actually, can we say we want to Raptor 1. Right, we're going to take a Viper 1. And we're going to say put a sniper rifle scope on it. Or we could do extra ammo. We could do a barrel that increases damage. I mean, obviously we want a scope. Wait, no. No, I wanted the Viper 1. Yeah, I want the Viper 1. And I want to do a scope. And I think we'll do a spare thermal clip. Now for our assault rifle, let's see what we have here. We have a barrel that will give us better damage. All right, that will work. I mean, our recharge rate is kind of crap, but, you know, what do you expect? Okay, we can actually do have no mods available. Okay. I don't think we have anything other than that. All right. That's good. We're good. We're solid.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy? Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What? I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy? A new ship? I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
I'm glad. So you just
Take
like
us down.
zoom us in?
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
You've wanted to go down with a Pathfinder for a while? I mean, each their own, but...
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
I'm sorry, you're asking questions. You don't have much of a choice.
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
All right.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like
This
Habitat
analysis
7,
provides
that
us with
signal we
important
scanned
research
must be
data,
connected with
Pathfinder.
the atmosphere.
If you continue to
We could
scan
use
and
the
collect
outpost's
this
antenna
data,
to track
we can
it down.
utilize it to develop
Let's get the
new
power running.
technologies and upgrades for equipment such as your weapons and armor.
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
That they didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EOS a home. door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Well, there's water here.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Or you'll be dead too, so you won't have to worry about it. New entry. What are you hiding, Eos? The planet exhibits sporadic hypergrowth despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. I detected a signal of some kind. Definitely alien, but that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector noted. End log.
Got a code lock key.
That should help get us in.
You think?
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Message for Nick Thaniopoulos. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're going to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped in a floating tin can, and I promise you can have your adventure later, when they've had enough time to plan for your safety. Mom told me to make sure you don't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it, for me. Check in more often. I've started to adopt Mom's worry, already chewing through the nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello? Sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Leah Wells a few days ago. I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can, and tell Leah to message me back. Right, so there's a power interface. And another console.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Well, you aren't wrong. All right, so we need to
Look
check
at this
on
place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos. This atmosphere.
Okay, I don't know how far out I can
Our suits
go.
protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would...
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
Yeah, I'm not liking the barricades that are all around. That indicates that we're going to be in a firefight.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
All right, we have a console.
Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy. Making an honest living by... Wait, Ryder? As in Pathfinder? The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Well, maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
All right, so up. Whoa, hey. Was not expecting to just like fly up
We've got
and off
company.
that.
Great shot!
They weren't kidding about the Ket.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
All right.
You took down all those Ket? Sure.
There were
use the power
three.
relay.
Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
You mean you didn't take it?
Didn't get around to salvaging it yet?
I tried. It ain't that simple. Might be easier for a Pathfinder, though. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Go on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
All right, let's scan around, see if there's anything that's... Ooh, there's a container here.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
Here.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
All right, so we have some Omnigel, but I don't know what good Omnigel is going to do us. All right, so yeah, we can check out the different buildings now. What's this been?
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
We're not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
Well,
this gives
good,
us the tools to find
right?
the source. And maybe whoever else is looking.
All right, log. Senior Foreman Andromeda tried out the new pin design on the shelter today. Only time will tell if they'll actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Jordy's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many Ket, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the Ket made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? Has to be. In log. Ooh, element 0. That's nice.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
All right, so yeah, we need to open this bad boy up.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Right. Okay. Let's check out the rest of this. Oh, guess we can't go into that building. Ow. That hurt. We should be able to get this door open now. Yes. Some sort of metal or mineral or something. All right. Technician Key Farthingale. They've divided the rations again. Tonight's menu, soup with a couple of crackers each. Hope we're not too hungry to prop up the south building tomorrow. But there's nothing else for it. Can't forage because the weather's deadly. Can't grow crops in those winds. The Nexus can't feed us and themselves. No, don't think about it. There's talk going around of getting back to the Nexus, but if we can't find an answer, who can? We dared to put our boots here. We were first. Me and Theo promised to stick it out, even if we end up being the last.
All these challenges, and the colonists still tried to tough it out.
They didn't know what they were in for. They weren't told.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Well, you hope not, but there's no
Activating
guarantee.
automated forward station deployment.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad Crate access code.
So let's check out some of the buildings here. Seems we can. And I think this is the one that we were in before to get the codes.
If walls
Omnigel.
could talk.
Exogeny M-spec magnets.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
Wait, you can do that?
Normally, it would be impossible, but since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Let's give it a shot.
Holy shit, it works. Can you get audio?
Compiling now.
You step outside recently. There's nothing golden about Eos.
Not saying there won't be challenges, but we can do this, Wilcox. We have to.
It's like we're listening to ghosts.
Kind of, yeah. Alright, looks like we may have leveled up again. Alright, let's increase our accuracy on both our sniper rifle and our assault rifle. Cora, let's take a look at yours. Alright, so sorry, Commando. Alright, weapons training and focus. And work on your barrier as well. Liam, your military training. Increase your focus. Increase your health. All right, there we go. There's the barrier. Ludrite?
Another code, like we already found.
Anything to see? Nope. Okay. All right, so we've got the codes to open it up. I think we've explored just about everything here. That really necessary, guys? All right, so let's see what we've got. Ooh, now that's pretty. So much better than the Mako. Why didn't we have these in Mass Effect 3?
The Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
All right. So, first murder was right down here. All right, well, we'll set our... Yes, but as long as we don't get out, we'll be fine, right? Oh, so we actually have like a speed mode and... So we have a speed mode and a climb mode.
Approaching Site 2. Resilience.
It was sold as the one we get right, but it didn't have time to get worn down. Got wiped out by Ket.
We'll deal with the Ket. One thing at a time.
All right, so we can take a look here. Scan data always helps. What are you? You are hydro pump jack.
Looks like a war zone.
According to survivors, the Ket attacked from all sides. It was a massacre.
All right, but we are supposed to find a body here. But it looks like the body might be beyond... Nope, yep.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
All right, all right, all right.
Radiation within safe levels.
Nexus not send a retrieval team for the bodies?
We knew some were lost, Ryder. We weren't told they were left.
Wonder how many are out there.
Too many. Lexi, update Nexus records on Yalar Thysa, and get a recovery shuttle out here.
Good idea. If she's got family, they deserve.
Pathfinder, I have enough sensory data to reconstruct an image of the past.
Maybe we can push the Ket back.
With what army? Can you even find the safety on your pistol?
I'm just going through the options.
Evacuate or die. Those are the options.
Initiative's not military. They weren't prepared.
Yeah, that's the big thing about this. It's like, yeah, nobody's military here. Emily, how does it feel to be 28? I'm sorry I can't be with you, but I hope you live it up with your friends on the Nexus. Go wild. Did you get my gift? I built the kennel specially for him. I know he can't replace Buster, but they say if you raise an Adhi from a pup, it'll bond you for life. Give him a good name for me. Talk me up so he knows that I'm on your good side. I hope you have a birthday as amazing as you are. Next year, we'll celebrate together. You and me and Lil Scrapper. Love you, Astor. Transfer request denied. Remitus. I received a request. I apologize, but transfer isn't possible at this time. I understand that your sister was on the Turian Ark and that you'd like to be out there looking for her. But with no contact from Nadanus, since our departure from the Milky Way, your efforts would be wasted. The initiative needs you here on Eos researching methods to sustain viability. Your work is important for us all. You have to be patient and wait for a word from Nadanus to surface. Hey kiddo, hope everything's okay down there. Rumors are spreading about the unfriendly locals, but I know it's nothing you can't handle. I just want you to know the thing we talked about last week is happening. Sloan gave the sign tonight. We're doing it tomorrow. If all goes as planned, I'm bringing you back here to celebrate. If not, well, it's been fun. No regrets, right? Stay safe out there. Talk to you soon, Colt. So yeah, they were talking about the rebellion, basically. All right, so we're gonna have to. So does this place actually have power?
Not that I'm complaining.
Not a lot left behind for a massacre.
What if they were removed?
We know the Nexus didn't bother picking up the bodies.
You don't... Override works, but... Sam, the door was sealed from the outside?
Yes, Pathfinder. It appears lockdown was manual, before the power restrictions.
Why do that? It wouldn't keep anything out.
It would keep something in.
Right, so that's not great. There's something, basically, there's potentially something inside there.
Secondary terminals, no access. Sam?
If deployment is standard, main access will be deeper in.
Botany analysis.
Way too quiet.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Reports said the evac was cut off by Ket.
Pathfinder, a maintenance bulletin was issued at the time of shutdown.
What does it say?
Run.
Override, close it! Tempest, we have an unknown enemy. Evac the Pathfinder.
Whoa, hold on.
No go, Harper. We have to lay low. Ket are inbound to your location.
Ket and that thing? Son of a...
That thing, what is that thing?
Look sharp. That thing is out there.
And the Ket? Everything's grounded till they're gone.
Don't let it grab you! Grenade! Another dropship with reinforcements. Watch out!
Oh, come on. I can't. I don't know if I can even get out of here. Right, the anointed is almost dead. Where are you guys shooting from? I'm not sure I can even get out of here. Oh, there we go.
Loading ammo! Watch the grenade!
Yeah, I'm trying to find cover. Like, I am just like... Oh, good gods. I spent so much time just like trying to find my way out of that fucking hellhole that I found myself in. All right, so
Way too quiet.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Report said the evac was cut off by Ket.
Pathfinder, a maintenance bulletin was issued at the time of shutdown.
What does it say?
Run.
Override, close it! Tempest, we have an unknown enemy. Evac the Pathfinder.
Whoa, hold on.
No go, Harper. We have to lay low. Ket are inbound to your location.
Ket and that thing? Son of a...
yeah.
Look sharp. That thing is out there.
And the Ket? Everything's grounded till they're gone.
Another dropship with reinforcements. Watch out!
Oh god.
They got Cora!
Fucking find cover. Yeah, thanks. That's not terribly helpful. Wait, so Cora's just dead? Really? Dude! That's right fucking by us. Fuck you. Oh my god. Really? Fucking really? This is just like ridiculously fucking hard. Okay, maybe we'll just leave that for now.
Way too quiet.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Report said the evac was cut off by Ket.
Yeah, maybe we'll leave that beastie for a little while.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Not sure what's worse. This or dying slow like Promise.
Happy thoughts, Liam. This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Okay. Okay, how do we do that?
Ascent is go.
Oh, shit. I didn't know what that... Fucking tell me what this shit does,
All
man.
clear.
I'm like, okay, extraction. That sounds great. What does it mean? Oh, it means that we're pulling you out.
Vetra was looking for you.
Oh, my God. Okay. Okay.
Descent is green.
So, yeah, like...
Coordinating. Path is calm.
You're giving me one word and a button, and it's like, well, what does that but what does that button really do? Oh, it just like says, hey, get us the fuck on out of here. All right, did the Nomad come down with us? Or we like redeploy? We need to redeploy it, don't we? But we can deploy it right here. All right, give me just a moment here because I need to make a take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. And let me see here. All right, I want to say settings. I want to take a look at our controls, our key bindings. Let's look at the Nomad. All right, so boost, jump, handbrake, agility mode, all-terrain mode. We have headlights. We have mining. All right. Wait, what is it? Oh, so it's like... Alright, so there's an R button will make it easier to... Good gods, this thing is...
What the... Surprised the Nexus still wants an outpost on Eos.
You know what they say. Third time's a charm. We'll make this right.
Imagine leaving all the craziness on the Nexus to be the first settlers here. So much riding on you, and then...
This time will be different.
Right. This is our element.
All right, but where is... I mean, we can see his body. All right. Can we do a save game here? All right, fine. Let's go. Yeah, let's just keep on going the way we're supposed to be going, I guess. I mean, we have forward station drop points. That's great. We have alien structures, but this one in particular is what we're supposed to be looking for. There was a secret project, which is kind of curious. What are you doing, buddy? You know what? Maybe we need to scan him?
Karkins.
Pathfinder, there is an armor piece buried deep, a leg bracer. Scan indicates tissue and bone fragments clinging to it. DNA identified as Chief Reynolds. Indications suggest his body was torn to pieces.
So the Chief became Karkin food.
Circle of life can be gruesome.
The remaining armor will be scattered, or perhaps brought to a nest. The chest piece and his Omni tool may explain his death.
Then we keep searching and scanning.
All right, so that was what we needed to do. All right.
Trigger discipline, Costa.
Stop riding me, Harper.
No, she's right.
Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues.
I really want to know what happened to him.
Earth had formations like this. Made a lot of kids think of alien worlds.
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Pathfinder. The scanners picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilken was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni tool might shed some light.
Right, so yeah. Something ain't right here.
Picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located.
Right, well, let's not stand out in the radiation.
It's a Karkin nest, all right. Fan out.
One down.
I think all down. Right, are we still, like, in having massive radiation?
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to security chief scanning at the time of death. If you scan picked up, I can examine its data. 1. A standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Milken is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
That's a relief. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Nilkin?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
Well, shit.
Son of a bitch.
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect, Nilkin. So he did not kill the chief.
But he
meant to.
Need another chat with the man.
So we can withstand, so we can actually stay out in the radiation without just like healing over, which is good. All right, so we do have a memory trigger up here.
Favorite place back on Earth?
I wasn't there much. I suppose I liked London?
Good choice.
Yeah, London might be a bit changed. I mean, granted, it's been, you know, it's been 600 years, so obviously it would have changed. But, yeah.
Ugh, can't get traction. It's too steep.
Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
Well, not quite a snap, but, I mean, it'll get us up there.
Remember the Nomad's jump jets? They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters can accelerate you out of trouble.
Got them all. Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
All right, but let's focus on the actual mission.
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
And the plant life, because why not?
I'm picking up initiative tech nearby, from above us.
I see it. Up on that piece with the scaffolding.
Right. piece. Wait, where's the scaffolding? Looked like there was something up here. Get out of the way! Okay, there we go. There's the scaffolding. I'm like, okay. Whoa, shit.
It's slippery, but there's a great view!
Who'd be crazy enough to carry heavy equipment up there?
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Okay. So, yeah, they were basically kind of pointing us in the right direction, saying, hey, go here, idiots. Alright, so I should be able to interface now. Great. Alright, what do we got?
Building connection. I apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This what happened when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere processor. That proved extremely hazardous. These structures could reveal its control center. System remains unstable. Doubling our power input might accelerate the process.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait!
Whoa. Okay.
Back off,
Hi.
or I will put you down!
Whoa, guys. Back
Whoa,
up.
easy. You've come this far. Just let it ride. I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through their channels. It's going to be all right. Trust me, okay?
Right.
I know. Who am I? I mean, it's obvious who you are. I saw the ship swoop in. You're a Pathfinder. Was beginning to think the initiative just made you guys up so the rest of us wouldn't lose hope, but you're for real, huh?
You think?
Maybe you want to knock me down a couple more times to make sure?
No, that's okay. You're obviously corporeal. Pretty solidly built, actually. Well, look at that.
Yes, look at that.
System has stabilized. I'm establishing a connection.
Oh, crap.
I know these things from Habitat 7!
Later! Just take them out! Keep targeting that one! They make a little bot!
Yeah, I'm trying to find cover. Jesus. Not making it easy.
That's teamwork.
All right, what are
Not
those
bad.
things?
My first tangle with the Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger. But that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like, my name's better as PB.
Thanks for helping with those things.
What's your
I'm
name?
Ryder.
Peanut Butter?
You're a mystery. I've been studying those glyphs for months, and then you arrive and poof, solved.
I saw this tech clear the skies on Habitat 7. We're hoping
I
you can
am.
do the same for
It
EOS.
is a it's a different game, but it
Atmosphere
is an
manipulation?
enjoyable game.
Maybe. Fits the model. All Remnant tech is connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now it's pinging the others. If you wake them up too, they must lead to whatever master switch might fix the radiation.
You're sure it'll help EOS? Or am I just a handy way to get those monoliths online?
I'm a little offended by that, Ryder.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe. But we both get what we want. Just try. It's not like we can make this planet worse. Here, take my nav points. I've got to figure this interfacing out. Just be careful. This planet's all kinds of strange.
Yeah, like I said before, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a different style, but then again, you have to remember it's, you know, it's exploratory, not military based. Which, you know, makes a huge difference. All right, no, we don't want that. We want priority ops, first strike? No. Build a better beginning, yes. All right. So we're okay. There's our nomad. Oop, hey, let's not drive right up there. So, all right. We need to go around.
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
If you get me...
Wait, where? Oh, there they are.
Avante, Tegan C. Radiation got to her.
Inside the safe zone? That's highly unusual, isn't it?
Remember the early data on EOS back home?
When everywhere was labeled H with a bunch of numbers?
Your dad put those readings up in his office. Knew them all by heart. Wonder what those worlds really looked like then. And now.
Nice work.
On what? Alright, so it didn't look like it was
Activating automated forward station deployment.
okay, cool.
Who's there?
So
That spot is shelter, water, stable ground?
It was initially overlooked due to heavy Ket presence at the nearby remnant structure, but it would be an excellent outpost site.
Ket and Remnant. Seems you can't...
The Site 1 folks were interested in the monoliths, too.
Did they learn anything?
Mostly what you learn the hard way. But hey, now you're here.
alright.
More Remnant bots. These ones don't seem hostile.
That'll change. Hold down.
Remnant deactivated.
Good. Ooh.
I detect a high level of remnant encryption here, Pathfinder. To continue, you will need to decrypt it.
Right, okay. So we'll need to go up
Lexi,
there.
found another colonist.
So many. All right, send me their information.
Wait, you did? Where?
What do we have here?
Where's the colonist? Alright, so we need to go up that one.
Interface successful, Pathfinder.
Alright, we got the glyph. Cool.
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it. There's so much tech here. It has to help. Then I can see Carrie again. It's been a slow start, but we got this. Oh no. No!
Damn it.
All right.
The Remnant aren't all bots and maybe blue skies. Stay careful.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm still not sure where the body, his body is. Classified circuit.
It appears to reconfigure panels that rise from the floor.
That could come in handy.
All right, so
I'll need to use
there
the
we go.
interface that controls this.
Nice
Right.
work.
You don't have to sound so surprised. All right, so got to be a glyph on this one somewhere. What is that? Unknown device.
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Another layer of fear? All right. I've never played any of the Tony Hawk games. All right, so we should be able to come over here, say, hey, interface. Oh, okay, so now we have to, okay, so no, yes. All right, so you would need to be that one, which means you need to be this one. All right, and we're missing one here, there. So now you would need to be that one, so right. That looks right. Really? What?
Interface failed, Pathfinder. Defense systems engaging.
Target's down!
All right. So yeah, it's basically it's Sudoku. All right. So right. That's yeah.
Interface
Okay.
accepted.
All right. So there's two.
Whatever that did, I see pathways lighting up all over. The monoliths are resonating. QEC contact?
Well, whatever's happening, they're definitely connecting.
You did good. Keep doing more.
I'm off.
Ket dropship!
Seriously? Can't catch a break.
All right.
Is it just me? Or do Kets seem to appear everywhere we find remnant tech?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I was still kind of trying to find the body of the technician so that we can identify him, but aha. No?
Pavlov, Amira S.
Got it. Thanks, Ryder.
All right, there we go. Assault rifle magazine, pistol magazine. All right, so we've just got one more left to go. It is off over this way. Ooh. Okay, maybe we can't get up over that one. Surely we can get up over this. Yes, there we go. All right. So, Mr. Skybeam, where are you pointing us to?
So whatever tech we found on Habitat 7 is the same as what's here?
That's what the scans suggest.
2 planets now. What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Suit up and find out. Got it.
All right, there we go. There's the third one. I was gonna say, like, oh, there's a safe spot there? No. That is water. Okay. All right, so oh god, that's far down. That's very far down. All right, let's activate all three of these. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Sudoku. Okay.
Looks like a cat facility of some kind.
Those assholes took over my best research site. They won't let you near the monolith without a fight. We've got hostiles!
Good gods.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
Again?
Incoming.
Yeah, thanks. We saw them drop.
Cat, stay sharp!
Well, fucking shoot them. God damn.
Ken, keep sharp.
All right, we need to run up here and grab some ammo.
Great shot!
Yep, I see him.
Did those cats seem shaken up?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on Keth psychology.
We're all clear.
All right, so if we're all clear, then let's get the hell in there and see what the fuck all this it's all about. What is their big deal? Why are they so obsessed with these places?
They've got the monolith well protected. We'll need to cut that shield's power supply.
Ooh. Okay, that was easy.
Let's get to it before there's any more Ket.
Hello, Mr. Krogan.
Who are you?
That was pretty cool.
Huh. Well, yeah. Guess it was. Still haven't told me who you are.
Look,
I'm the
buddy.
Pathfinder.
Are you now?
You can call me Ryder.
I'm Drac, Clan Nakmor. You'll forgive me if I didn't just trust a stranger from the Nexus. They haven't exactly treated us Krogan well. What are you doing out here?
You're not the only one hunting Ket.
Yeah, bet you're mowing down an army with that gear. Nexus knows shit about the Ket. They think they're safe. But they're just waiting to die out there in space. I've been quads deep on a couple of planets for a while now, taking out Ket bases, fighting ground troops. Ugh, I know what they can do.
It's not pretty.
You know, we could use a Krogan like you, Drac.
I'm flattered, but do you have any idea how many humans I've watched die? Your meat is spoiled. Besides, the day I help the Nexus again is the day the clouds part and the Ket keel over. No offense.
None taken.
Good, because I'm getting
Funny you should
bored and
mention
the
that.
Ket are getting stronger. Seem particularly interested in this alien tech.
Remnant?
Yeah, that. I'm gonna go find more to shoot. Try to keep your head out there.
No problem. What did you harvest from him? Did you just, like, take a tooth? Alright.
He seems fun.
Our main goal is to take care of this thing. Alright. Should be full up on health now. Alright, so need to get up onto there. Oh wait, maybe just up onto here? Oh, up onto that one, okay. Alright, how far out are you? There we go. Alright, I see where we need to go now. Okay.
should do it.
All right, so let's activate this sucker and...
Interface accepted.
Oh, no lockdown this time? Just...
Done. The monoliths are online and connected to... something in the lake. This could be the master switch we're looking for.
I'll meet you there. Don't do anything without me.
I'll try not to. What are you? Nexus issues scanner. Okay. All right, so our... Right, so our ride is out this way. But I think what we should probably do is we should probably check around in this place and like see what all this is about. Like we can get into here. We can check this place out. Maybe get some more info on the cat. But that's gonna have to wait until tomorrow because we are all out of time for today. We've actually gone like almost an hour over where I usually try and end. But I've just been having so much damn fun with this game. It is a compelling game. I will say that. I do like the fact that it is like, it's very deep in exploring and trying to find stuff. I love the open world versus like the, hey, you know, go to specific spots and stuff from the original Mass Effect trilogy. It's a good balance. It's a good change. So yeah, that's where we're going to end for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down in the description below. That's our Facebook page, Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Oblivion. And then at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Mass Effect Andromeda. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!